Hello everyone, welcome. Hello random YYT, welcome in. Appreciate the follow, very kind. Hope you're good. Happy Monday, one and all, for those who celebrate. Hope your weekend's been fun. Hope you've had a decent Monday. Hope Monday's been as nice as it can be. Evening, Matt Fraser, welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're well also. Also, well, hello YouTube people. I'm sure there's people there. If they are, hello. Make yourselves known. Drop a follow, drop a like, do all those sorts of things. Keep chatting away as well as you can on YouTube, because that's also quite fun. This is where we are. It's Monday. It's Build a Nation. We are actually in a reasonable spot. David Twitchfield. Hello, David Twitchfield. Are you someone similar to who I know? That'd be really interesting if you are. Maybe you are. I can't remember. Maybe, possibly. Not sure. But yeah, Tony, the legend. I mean, well, we'll see about legend when you have a look at the league table. You can make your own mind up at that point. And I don't know if we're going to go Moneyball. Maybe I've been in the sun too long. I haven't been in the sun, but maybe the heat's getting to me. Let's have a think about it, shall we? Shall we just go ahead and see where we're at? Because why the devil not? Here we are then. This is us. Season 17 of Build a Nation. Greece currently sat 5th, but only 1 point behind Olympiakos and OFI, weirdly, which is quite an interesting position to see them in. Paukas are 3rd, Atromitos are 4th, we're 5th, AEK Athens 6th, Panathinaikos all the way down in 12th, Kefisha in 7th, Pasiania in 8th, Asteras all the way down in 10th. So it's a bit up in the air, the league as it stands, but then again it is only 9 games in, so let's see what can happen. Statline Andrew, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you and hope you're well. Got inspired to do some sort of an international save, wanted to do some sort of rebuild. I thought I heard you say something about Scotland and playing a playing time pathway. Can you elaborate that or say when you're going to post about it in the future? Yes, I did. I started planning my Scottish pathway save, and it's in the background. I am working on it, and I've got a kind of similar thing for the US as well. So it's one of those ones where it's probably going to take a little bit of time to put together, to edit, to make it look good. Because I've potentially overcomplicated it. Don't know, surely not Tony, surely not you. Yeah, me. But it's good. I'm hoping it's going to be out. Well, I don't know when it's going to be out, but it will be out and it'll be fun. And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, not a problem. It's just I just need to try and do some stuff, to be honest. So that's where we are. It's in the pipeline. Let's say, and then also inspired a US men's national team as well, pathway plan. So yeah, it might be a fun way of doing stuff. It's very different to how I've played the game before, so that's kind of what's taking the time doing it, because I'm like, oh, this is very, very different. Steve-O, can we have a quick recap? Yes, we can. So Larisa, which is the club we are managing, start the save in the 2nd division of Greece, and there's only 2 divisions in Greece. We spent 3 seasons in there getting into the top division. They've last won the title in real life. They last won the title in 1988. Okay, so the last side outside of the big 3 to win the title. So what we've done is we have taken them to the league title in Greek League 1. In comparison to real life, it was 49 years since they won it the last time, or in fact the first time. So it's the second time they won it in their history. 49 years. We wanted to win it before the 50th anniversary. We wanted Greece to win something at international level. That hasn't happened yet, but this is where we are. 17 seasons in. We've had Joe Bellingham has been one of our superstars. He's now sadly gone back to Birmingham to retire. Adam Bakun is probably about due to retire. Janino is 29. He's been with us for a while. Our top goal scorer here, the brilliant striker, Hagensson, is always injured and is out for a few months now, so that's a bit worrying. We're an established Champions League club bar this season when we're in the Europa League. We won 1 trophy and 1 league in 17 seasons, so not massively successful in terms of the trophy haul, but in terms of building the nation, Greece are now up to 7th in the coefficient. So that's the important bit. That's the bit that we need to focus on. It's not building a Larisa, it's building a Greece. So that's where we are. Brizara is in. Hello, Brizara Brigade. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. And of course, Soccer with Brian, the FM community's very own Ted Lasso. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope life is treating you good. Hope the family are well. Nice to see everyone. So yeah, as I say, if people are new in here, let us know where you're up to, who you're managing in your saves. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you're thinking for FM25. Let us know if you follow the FM show, and if you don't, now's probably a time to consider dropping a follow on that, I reckon. Probably worth doing, to be honest. Get yourself a follow on the FM show. It's out every Thursday. It's out on Wednesday if you're part of Patreon, and if you're part of Patreon, you also get a bonus episode that dropped today, which was with Sweet Left Foot. Do you remember him? He used to stream a little while ago, but now he works for SI, so we had a proper good chat with him about that and how that move happened. And yeah, it was brilliant. It was really, really good. So if you are a Patreon, you'll have heard that today or seen that today if you watch those videos on the actual video format. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. There's loads of great stuff. This is really interesting, by the way. Briannis, who's one of our young players that we brought from Atramitos, who we quite like, is now wanted by AC Milan. So I think we might end up losing him, sadly. Bilic is back, which is great. And I did say as well, there was a possibility that I might go full Moneyball, which might mean Musterman skinning. And that feels like a really, really crazy thing to say, given how little I actually understand of it. Steve's now actually saying, what's the Moneyball aspect? So the Moneyball aspect that we're doing at the minute, Steve, is very, very high level. Essentially, we are using the Moneyball system in terms of our transfers, so how we will look to sell players off at the peak of their value rather than on the decline like most clubs do. We're trying to get the replacements lined up for cheaper. We're trying to find players that maybe don't look like they're doing so good a job for another team, and then they can come and do a job for us. So our scouting's been pretty good. We have done some stuff with data that got us a little bit higher in the league. I think we maybe need to do a little bit more. It scares me somewhat because I'm not a massive data expert, but part of me is quite excited to try it, and I figure it's quote unquote the end of the game cycle, so now's probably the time to do it. We're not going to take Greece to number 1 in the coefficients, so why not? Let's have a go now and try it. The save's not going to break at this moment in time, so yeah, there might be something tonight where we start to switch the skin over, and let's see. It might be we might have to just have a little bit of sort of remind ourselves of our players and who we've got, and go from there, and then start using the next couple of months in game and in real life as well, I suppose, to start looking at proper money balling. Because maybe if we're looking to do Build a Nation next year, again, maybe that's another way to do it. We're talking about doing Finland next year, so we're going to need all the help we can get in Finland. So probably doing Moneyball is not the best idea, really, but we'll see. Can we breach financial fair play just for lols? I think it's probably fair, to be honest. The Arsenal, we need to get that in. We haven't breached financial fair play since our Oxford days, so we could be due a bit of that. And also we could probably be due we could be due a sacking as well if we really try our hardest. So Casablanca with the effort. Brazara says, lovely skin, checked out last month, great addition to the FM community. Yeah, the Musterman skin is a thing of absolute beauty. It just scares me. And I think, you've got to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable, haven't you? That's where we are, right? This tactic as well, it sort of works for us. We're a point behind the league leaders, so it's not like it's not working. And we have, of course, dropped the box. So maybe we'll, I mean, yeah, I don't know whether we stay with this formation or whether we have to tweak it ever so slightly. Maybe there's a couple of roles that don't quite work still. I haven't finalised working it out yet, or even the team instructions. But it felt like a good idea to change things up, didn't it? Oh, look at that. That's nice defending. Very nice defending. If we can get a shot away here, that'll be great. A goal would be even better. Or we could look to concede. Either or. Deflected out. How have you stayed at Larisa for 17 seasons to avoid the financial fair play questions? A little bit, the Arsenal, yeah. It's very much been a case of keep my head down, hasn't it? The board have been. Of course, we angered the board, didn't we? Because the thing is, right. So we're trying to develop our youth, because we haven't got lots of money in the grand scheme of things. And the board refused to actually invest in the youth setup. They're refusing to do that, right? They're not giving us any money to set extra coaching, extra recruitment, that sort of thing up. So they are going to build a new stadium in a couple of years. That's lovely. But this year we sort of threw our toys out the pram a little bit and went, look, we've been asking for 10 years for investment in the youth. You're still not doing it. What do we have to do to get some recruitment? And we spat our dummy out a little bit, and the board went, right, fine, you're going to have to play young players. And we went, right, fine, we'll show you. And I was like, oh no, why have I said that? Why have I said that? So that might actually come back to bite us in the dick, and we might get sacked at the end of the season for not playing young players. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if the board are looking for a way. I don't know what the board are looking for, to be honest, because we've massively overachieved every single season. The only time they wanted us to not finish mid-table was last year when they said, oh, finish third, and we finished fourth. So I guess in that sense, yeah, they're right. But we've brought them unbridled success that they could never have imagined. Oh, goal! The board doesn't know what it wants. Not at all. Not at all. Luffy. They haven't got a clue. They think they know what they want, but they don't really know. They don't really know. Right, okay. I'll tell you what. I'm going to pull this. Moneyball skin. Right, go on then. Let's have a look, shall we? What are we reckoning? Is it possible they've been stunned by success, so they're staying how it is? Potentially. Maybe they're a bit unsure. They're like, hey, like what's going on here? They've brought a remarkable amount of success without winning much. It's a very fine balance to be successful without winning, but you've nailed it. Thank you, the Arsenal. I've made us one of the others, haven't I? You know? We're one of those there or thereabouts teams. We're in the mix. We're getting Champions League money most seasons. We're selling players off for good money. So we're generating a fair amount. Lovely little Rabona. Cleared away though. Foxy gives away the free kick. I thought Tony was going to break out into a Spice Girls song. What Spice Girls song? Damn, what was I can't remember what I was saying. You're not Saudi funded. That's true. That's true. We are not. I mean, Mazzelli, our goalkeeper here, we were going to buy a goalkeeper for 10 million quid, and we thought, oh, hang on, he's 2.8 million. And he looks just as good, if not a little bit better than what we had already. Bilic is probably going to have to go this season, because I don't think he's going to be... I don't think for 70 grand a week he's going to give us what we want. I don't think. There's Manduki, remember him? Oh, look at him. Collecting crosses this time. Very unlike him. It wasn't really his strength, was it? Not away, blocked away, cleared. There we go. Right, maybe time to make a couple of changes, I reckon. So, I think Orban for Bilic. See how he gets on. I think Janino can come on for Brianis as another ball winner, actually. Juan Martinez can go on for Foxy. See how that changes things. Corner kick. So yeah, how's everyone's weekend's been then? Has everyone had a good one? What you got planned this week? This is incredible. We've currently had no shots on target. In fact, we've currently had no shots and we're winning 1-0. This is an absolute FMing as it stands. Planners avoid the trouble. Yeah, it's yes, knobhead central out there, isn't it? Unfortunately. Oh, we have had a shot now. There you go. It took us 77 minutes. I dominated the pull. Yeah, you did. I think you were spamming it at one point there, the Arsenal. Can't believe that shows the apathy towards that style of play, doesn't it? Does it matter? Do whatever you want, TJ. No one really cares. The skin is not going to be what defines this save, is it? Lovely interception. Oh, offside. Offside, please. No, apparently not. It's random where and when it happens. No, I think there's... Unfortunately, it's not. It's not random. Sadly, there's the lists have been going around the internet as to who, where, what, and why, and when. So... yeah, it's all a bit shit, is what it is. But these, as I tweeted out the other day, these idiots smashing the city up are the same idiots that were out protecting statues a couple of years ago. So it's all a bit shite. And I do feel for anyone who's been caught up in it as well. I'm not a bellend, not aware of these things. I'm not a bellend, but I've seen it online. I've seen it. Yeah, I think it's Saturday for Newcastle, I believe. Lovely. Chang actual FM blasphemy. I know, Dan. It's it doesn't seem right, does it? Deflected out. It's unnatural. It's unnerving, is what it is. Yeah, the thing with this tactic is, I think it's the counter-attack side of it that doesn't really sit well, isn't it? So if we go control possession, short passing, maybe we just knock that tempo up ever so slightly. Because I don't want it to go tick-attacker. Do you know what I mean? That's not quite what we're about, is it? But the counter-attacking style sort of works for us, really. The fast transitions, that's what we're all about. Mazzelli's made a few saves. He has, but he's had to because the defence hasn't played particularly well. So that's what the concern is. Oh, good ball through. Orban's not quite on the legs there, though. I mean, Lons are going to feel like they deserve more. We've got away with one here. If it stays like this, of course. There's another one. It's all coming down the left-hand side, so that left back's far too high up. Yeah, I got 19 shots, 6 on target. We've had 2, 1 on target. Coming down the left again. So, yeah, we are giving the ball away very, very easily. Very easily. So that's not a great result, to be honest. But, you know what? We came through it. Mazzelli's picked up an injury. That's not really helpful, is it? We're now playing OFI. Right, tactically then. So he cuts inside, isn't it? That's what he can do. Inverted wing-back will function defensively like a standard full-back or wing-back, while a normal wing-back will offer width to the attack. The inverted wing-back attempts to drift inside and create space for players around him. If there's no teammate ahead of him, the wing-back will look to support attacks in a more traditional manner. That might be it then. If I get the chance to say we totally deserved it. Because Volk is playing wide, so he should theoretically be covering this side anyway. If Alonso then drifts up and about, that should be fine. Briannas is roaming, so he should realistically be able to do much. Maybe we switch them round, and maybe I've been thinking about this wrong. Maybe maybe the ball winning midfielder was there, and Briannas roams here. So we have our sort of like excuse me, we have our overload on the right. Let me go back to a complete forward rather than a DLF. And the possibility we change it to control. Pressing higher, win the ball back, plays out of defence, creates chances through short build-up play. Yeah. Vertical tick-attack, quick passing, more direct. That's sort of what we do. I guess if we've got control possession, then dribble more is going to be counterintuitive, isn't it? That's probably not going to make much sense. Let's try that now. Matt Fraser in with the prime. Appreciate you, Matt. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you for the support. Love it. Let's put Gannis in goal for this match, shall we? Okoye can stay out off the bench again. In fact, she might have to come on. We'll have a look. What do we think then? Should we try and muster a minute for a week, shall we? For tonight, shall we? Should we do that and see what it looks like? I think it's going to look like carnage. Let's have a go. Why not? I don't know how much difference it's going to make. You won the poll fair and square. You absolutely did. You absolutely did the Arsenal. You smashed it. You absolutely smashed it. Everyone else, that's how things are decided. That's how Brexit happened. One person voted. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's have a little nosy then, shall we? Oh, I also need to run this Nugan manager as well, don't I? I can't believe I'm doing this. I wasn't Brexit. I know the Arsenal. But what I mean is, though, there's other people sitting there going, if only I'd voted. If onlys. A load of if onlys. I'm only claiming Muster Man. Right, okay. Here we go then. This all looks very, very different, doesn't it? We've had a look at the skin before, though. We love the Muster Man skin. We love Mr. Muster Man. He is a wonderful human being who's only going to make this game more difficult for me. So, let's familiarise ourselves with what our players can and can't do, shall we? So, this is Mazzelli. I'm led to believe the bigger the slice of pie, the better. Is that right? Matt, got to tell you, back in February, you had second yellow card on the FM pod. You mentioned Brian Clough. I've only just learned about Brian after watching a YouTube video about Roy Keane. Hilarious, I paused and thought that looks like Nigel. Yes, I love that. I love that, Matt Fraser. That's beautiful. Excellent stuff, my friend. Well, welcome in to Brian Clough loving, second yellow card loving, to FM loving, to all things related to the podcast and related to this nonsense as well. So you're incredibly welcome. Appreciate the prime as well, my friend. And also, congratulations on having a name that's very, very similar to the greatest CrossFitter of all time, Matt Fraser. So you're doing very well. There's an eye that's in the wrong place, unless you're doing that sneakily and you are Matt Fraser. If you are, welcome in, sir. Been a fan, loving the content. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matt. It's nice to have you in. So this is Mazzelli then. He looks pretty decent for us, comparing to, this is what we're going to compare to Gannis. So, right, reactions about the same, distribution ever so slightly better for Mazzelli, bit better technique, better as a sweeper keeper, but everything else pretty similar, although Gannis is a little bit stronger. Okay, good shot stopping. Gannis likes big matches as well, which we're about to find out what he likes. He is on a lot of money, Gannis, though. 33 grand a week as a backup goalkeeper because he came from Germany. So we might have to potentially look to move him out a little bit and see how that works. We've got some attributes here. That's not meant to. Oh, that's the SAS view, isn't it? That's why. So where do I see? Or do I have to ignore this then? Right, I might have to potentially ignore this screen here, unless Musterman's in. I might have to send the bat signal and be like, right, what do I need to see rather than this? Data hub wise though, this is the bit that we're gonna have to try and look at, isn't it? So pass maps look fine. Yeah, we need to get more of the ball down the left hand side. Lagzia doing an awful lot out on the right. Oh, this is gonna be horrific, isn't it? This is gonna be horrific. Trying to scout players as well is gonna be fantastic. So there's Briannis in the midfield. I'm just gonna see how it plays. Right, obviously, I'm guessing this is picking the team is gonna be one thing, and working on who's doing what. But it's gonna come down to recruitment. That's where this skin's really gonna come into its own, isn't it? Oh God, and we've got internationals coming up as well. When's that? 20th of October. Oh no, 2nd of October. 11th of November. France. We have to win that match as well. Oh dear. Oh dear. Can't spell horrific without riff. Not sure if that helps. I think that helps immeasurably. It helps immeasurably. Where do I go? There's some in possession. Play for set pieces. Yeah, fine. Okay, let's go positive. What's our playing style we looked at? Custom fluid counter attack still. Right, okay. I think we might need to do a little bit more control possession. Let's try that, actually. Control possession. This is like watching a foreigner speaking a foreign speaking series on Netflix without the subtitles. Yeah, I'd say that's probably fair. That's probably fair. 3-5-2 possession. This is what happens when, you know, when you give like monkeys tools and go like, right, apparently they can create the works of Shakespeare. We'll see. We will see. Okay? I'm not saying that I'm going to create the works of Shakespeare here. What I am going to say is that this is going to be, it's going to be something. It's just northern. It's funny because it's true. Oh dear. This genuinely is going to be, this could either be brilliant or heartbreaking. And I'm here for both eventualities. Right, let's go for it. Let's see what we can do. See what the YouTube people are looking at. They're keeping their views to themselves for the minute, which is fine. I haven't felt Kenny Montero should have been picked. Well, yeah, maybe, but he's not fit, so they've left him on the bench. He can come and do some kicking in the second half. Is he on the bench? No, he's not. No, it's fine. We're going to rest him. He needs to kick something a bit later on in the season. So yeah, so we've got Tungara in there now instead of Montero, and then I've got the inverted wing back coming inside. So right, let's see how this one looks then, shall we? I've got to remind myself of where everything goes as well, haven't I? So Musterman does have the iPad, doesn't he? Was that an angry player? Yeah, that's Paddy Hurst. Paddy Hurst is used to being angry, isn't he? Alonso clears it away. Good challenge by Okoye. Oh, he's not going to give a penalty for that, is he? No penalty. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. No problem. Right. What do we want? I feel uneasy at this point. I feel like there's things that I need to do, and I'm not entirely sure. I know what I need to do. Bilic bringing the ball out. He's just dribbled it out. That's poor. Can I add more here? Passing overview. No. Aerial. Defending. Thought the ref's going to pull a fast one. No, I thought that as well. The matches are on there. Advice. Olympiacos are losing the PAOK. Okay, so this is where we need to start dialing things up then. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit. Where our pass has been intercepted. Down the right hand side. Unsuccessful passes in the middle. Okay, this is definitely time for sprint run score. I think it is. I definitely think it is. I think this is me very much out of my depth. already. Let's put Alonso on support, actually. Nope, not an attack. Support. Village we can make as a advanced playmaker, possibly. Maybe even a Trequartista. Paddy Hurst's aggressive, so let's get him off for Malice. We don't want him getting red carded. In possession, let's speed the play up a little bit. Play for set pieces. Counter press, play out to the both fullbacks as well. Let's see, sprint run goal, that's what we need. If we can get a bit of sprint run goal, we'll be happy. If not, we'll have to take another draw and work out why things aren't working for us. Canis launches it. Okoye. Bilic. Oh, come on, ref. Get him gone. Get him gone. Straight red. There we go. Right, let's see if we can move that to positive then, shall we? Okay, we're going to have 2 half chances in the area. Ultimately, I don't think I need to pay any more attention than I was before, do I? Like, because it's not really that sort of save, is it, where we look at how we improve things. I think we just need to work out whether or not Alonso fits in that inverted winger. I mean, there he is, he's inside. But is that causing us more issues? Lagia. Vazelli. He's starting to tire as well. Bilic 6'4". Replace him by Orban. Fox is on a 6'5". Alonso Vazelli. Oh! Lagia, there we go. Right wing back. Popping up with the goal. I think that moves us up to second, doesn't it? Possibly even top. Might move us to top. Did you say it's not the sort of save where we pay attention to things? That's exactly what I said. It's literally how we describe this, isn't it? Good. What sort of save is this? It's not one where we really pay attention. Out the ball. How do I see individual players? Can't argue. It's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame that we can't argue, because it is fair. Foxy intercepted. Malice, Dimitro, Malice, Tungara, Alonso inside. Finds Foxy. Lagia, Vazelli, Malice, Alonso. Just slowly keeping the ball, aren't we? Right. Let's get Foxy off actually for Martinez. Alonso's put a shift in. Newton, come on. Stream where we're not accidentally sacked as a bonus. Yeah, I mean that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it, if we end up accidentally sacked. Okoye's offside, isn't he? Tungara, Martinez out to Lagia. Inside, Okoye's got to finish from there, surely. Thank you for that, Hermanson. Hope you're good. Alright. Orban, Okoye. Tungara. Orban. Cuts across. Lagia all the way back. Pauka absolutely hammering Olympiacos 3-0. So that's good for the league table. I think that'll be Olympiacos' second defeat of the season, maybe even their third actually. These low crosses are coming in, aren't they? But Koya's just not finishing them. I don't know whether we need to change him on his other foot or not. Tungara from distance. Zeli, Tungara, Juninho, all the way back to Ganis. So Ganis potentially is going to finish his debut with a clean sheet, potentially. Lagia blocked out, corner. There we go. That'll do. 3 points. It's not pretty. It's not massively pretty, but it's reasonable, isn't it? The pass map's pretty nice. We had lots of stuff coming through. Progressive passes coming from Vazelli. Alonso was dribbling the ball a lot. Lagia was on the assist. Let's see. Okoye 0.7 XG. He's the one that's got to be putting the ball in the back of the net, hasn't he? Just not doing it though. Lagia, Ganis, Volk. They're the star performers. All us, though. All us. Yeah, fair enough. Nice work. Good result. Take that. And we're level on points with Pauk and Atramitos now. So, yeah. Top of the league. 7 unbeaten. Controversial penalty? No controversy at all. Everything was fine. Scorer unhappy with Juninho. Right. Fine, he can play. That's what you want. Is that all it is? You want him to play? Fine. Where's the filter that we need for? There's a thing, isn't it, for the? Is it a view? That's a view, isn't it? Update filter. Yes. That's right. The script thing, isn't it? Yeah. Page graphics, I think, isn't it? S17. Is that where I put it? Faces. Might be there. Right, let me just quickly try and work that. Chad and Basso. What a name. Documents. I'll have to do all this later because it's one of those ones where I'm like, I don't really know where it goes. I'll sort that out in a bit. Graphics, new gens. Alright, must be in there. Oh, it's there. That's what I need to do. Right, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to do this in the background. I am still here, don't worry. I shouldn't allow myself to get distracted, should I? This is the thing. I need to try and be focused. That's what I need to do. Lost the thing I needed. I've lost it now. Oh well. Oh look, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. It doesn't need to be done now. Even Tubby, how are you, pal? Welcome in. It's only shiny objects. I know. Quick, focus back on what I need. Focus back on what I need. That's where we'll be at. It'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. Let's put that scouting filter back on for the actual thing that we need then. So is it app filter? Look at that. Evening A15. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you in. Hope you're well. So yeah, this is going to be interesting now, isn't it? Seeing what we've got, seeing what's already on our shortlist, seeing how it compares to our expectations. I've lost it. One teach out of context. Well, yeah. Is it out of context, or is it just that's a fair statement? Five goals in 8 games for this boy, Lucas Pernas. Good balance. 2 man of the matches in 8 games as well. 22 mercenary. Ooh. Don't know about that then. We'll keep him at arm's length. There's our boy Loretti, striker that we've got out on loan. 4 goals in 5 games, so he's doing all right. He's helping Fisher do well. And there's Kevin. And Kevin's doing all right as well. Not one of our players, but with a name like Kevin, you'd be interested, wouldn't you? Bakun's trying to get a move away. Look, if he wants to go, then he's going to have to go. We'll see if he does go though. He's on a lot of money though, that's the problem. So it might not work. Super Gary's off to the physio. Hartje is out a little bit. Bakun still wants to go, so okay, fine. Offer him out. But it's not like we're going to get you to move anywhere, is it? That's the problem. You're on 33 grand a week. Aussie, what's the tactic we're using? Well, it's kind of a bit of work in progress at the minute. We're doing a 3-5-2. It's a bit weird. Yeah, my head's in the wrong position there for you. But yeah, 3-5-2. So 3 centre backs, one's a wide centre back. We've got an inverted wing back, which I'm not 100% sold on. So that might change. We've got a ball-winning midfielder, roaming playmaker in midfield with Azelli. Lagzia is an attacker, a complete wing back on attack up and down the back. So, yeah, we're playing control possession again. We were counter-attacking, which I quite like, but we're just having a bit of a nosy about to see if a roaming playmaker, if a control possession would work a little bit better for us. We don't know is the answer at this point. Lukacs, of course, has come in and done pretty well when he's been dropped in. So, Cookie Monster in with the follow. Thank you very much for that. Very kind indeed. Osmanaloy as well. Stick him on the bench. And Marigos. Marigos probably needs some minutes as well. In fact, you know what? Maybe put him in instead of Okoye, because Okoye's not really doing it, is he? Is Foxy more of a poacher than a advanced? He's advanced, isn't he? Right. This is the plan then. This is what we're thinking. I'm going to keep Ganis in goal as well. I know Mazzelli's been playing brilliantly, but Ganis has had one match. He's kept a clean sheet. We'll just give him another game and then we'll put Roselli back in goal for the Hibs match, I think, in Europe. Just let him rest up a little bit, I think. I'd like to rest Paddy, but he is kicking off a little bit. But he's not really playing that well. 6.7. I feel as though he needs to play. Play him as a cover centre-back, do you reckon? Is he quick enough to do that? I mean, he's saying he's a ball-winning midfielder, but I'm still not convinced. Unless, you know what? Let's swap him and Tungara around. Okay? We'll try Tungara at centre-back because we've played him there for quite a bit. We'll see what Hurst looks like as a ball-winning midfielder. I don't think he's a ball-winning midfielder. Ilias Samaloudas has been approached by Holland. It could also be Greek. Right, okay, let's leave that in his ear then. We'll tell him that we think he might be quite handy. We'll see what happens. Gunaris for the bench. Nah, don't know. We'll see. I think I'm more set on Osmanaloy than Gunaris. Gunaris' fickle personality is not really doing it for me at the minute. There's just something about him that I'm like, he probably is fine, but it's just something that's not quite there. As Manaloy's sort of stepped in and he's done pretty decent when he's played. 2.49 pressures. He's winning 3.32 headers, so 70% of his headers. You know, he's making good progressive passes. He's not losing the ball. He's winning the ball back. So, yeah, he's doing all right. And Lukacs as well is coming in. In fact, you know what? Let's put Lukacs in for Bilic. Deep line playmaker. Let's try that, shall we? Unhappy about playing out of position. I mean, we'll see about that. Paddy Hurst, tackle harder, is well matched for him. Excellent. That's what we like. What's the new skin? So we're on the Musterman skin tonight. Let's get a link for that. Actually, we figured we'd try and go for it, because we're sort of doing an element of Moneyball, aren't we? So we might as well try and do a bit more Moneyball and take the attributes away as well. There's about 3 months left of the game cycle. We might as well try the new things, right? Actually, let's. I just realised this is not the most up to date Musterman skin, by the way. So that's. Yeah, let's get that in there, shall we? Do you need to research the league that the player's coming from, or you're just trying to go by the stats? So it'd be a little bit of both. Like I think we, because we're 17 seasons in, we know enough about where the leagues sit in terms of like their ability levels. So if we're getting someone in from Croatia, for example, we know what they can do in relation to playing in Greece. But to be fair, what we've really tried to do, and we haven't gone full Moneyball until now, really. We've looked at some of the data, mainly against the players that we've got compared to other players in the league, and are there better players in the league that we could bring in? And that's sort of how we've been trying to do it. Don't want to get a D-rated guy just because he's blown up in a lower league. Well, exactly, yeah. And I think some of that is going to come from just our own basic knowledge of how the game works and how FM is. So we sort of know little bits like that already. But you're right, you don't want to be going, yeah, let's go and get him in because he's got 40 goals in 41 games, but he's playing in like a really bad league. So yeah, there is definitely something in that. This match is filtering into nothing, so let's switch it up a bit. Let's go positive. Let's maybe go play a little bit quicker, shall we? See if we can speed some things up. Tungara out to Lagia. Lukac. Maragos loses it. Lagia. At least we've got a highlight. Crossing headed over the top. Where are we with the coefficients? We're currently 7th, so not too bad. Not too bad. It's the highest that we've been, so you know we'll take that. I think we've got potential to move up a little bit more. Maybe 6th. I can't really see us going much higher than 6th. Top 5. That's probably where I think the limit with this team might be, but that's based on how I've been playing the game and how we've done build a nation. You know, second yellow cards up to 3rd or 2nd in Malta. Well, yeah, I mean that's amazing, genuinely amazing. Like, and he knows. I mean, he's been doing build a nation saves for years, so he's the one to learn from, to be honest. And I'm looking at that going like, this is my first attempt at build a nation. If I can get top 5, I'll be over the moon. I'll be over the moon. Because we're not using a loan farm. We're not, we don't really know what we're doing. So there's that. We keep changing our sort of like, well, we don't change our perspective, but there's other little bits that we're looking at that we sort of go, oh, you know, this is interesting. Let's do it this way. Let's, you know, we're trying to sort of do the national team as well. we haven't just gone out and bought Wonder Kids. So yeah, I think we've done it in a sustainable way, like a long-term, realistic way, and obviously there's no right or wrong way to do it. I like the way we've done it though. I think we've built a story, and any success we've got has definitely felt like it's been earned, no matter how small it's been. That's what she said. Let's demand more. Lukaku's giving the ball away quite a bit, isn't he? But in the end, maybe he's taking some chances. Foxy's not doing great. 6 shots, 2 on target. We're not really creating quality chances, are we? Foxy's free kick over the top. Let's deflect out for a corner. Let's put Maragos in for Okoye, shall we? Just done a season without using the in-game shouts in any games. Found it interesting. Yeah? Did it make any difference at all? Because technically it's a placebo, isn't it? So it doesn't really work as you'd expect. There is always one bogey team. There is. And I think this is more for ourselves. If we've been sat control possession, I think that's maybe the concern. Maybe we've been a little bit more defensive than we need to be. But it's another clean sheet, so looking at that way, game's not over yet as well. We might still have a chance for one more chance. Or more concerning, they've got a chance. This year's Build a Nation Poland I'm doing purely with Polish players. So far you're 6th. Now, Danny, that's the way to do it, isn't it? That's incredible. Right. Not particularly. The biggest issue is when our centre back had an XG of 0.3 and our full back had the same XG as our centre forward. That's really where that's the tail of the tape, isn't it? Horrific chances. Vizelli was dribbling the ball fine. Hurst was getting the ball forward actually, so maybe Paddy Hurst actually should play in midfield. Tungara's getting 10 at the back. I wonder if we've potentially... Well, are we stumbling across a slight change of role? Tungara's played at the back a little bit. But does Paddy Hurst sit in midfield then? We bought him as a centre-half, and I know he's been saying he's a midfielder, but is he? Am I cheating if I've got attribute masking off for a tier 10 save? No. Play how you want, Tubby. Cheating is when you... look at that. Hey! There you go. I would say that cheating is saving and reloading. That's definitely cheating. I mean, this is an attributeless skin, but I could still look on there, and there's still attributes there. Although, actually, let me quickly load in the proper updated iconic skin, because apparently I haven't done it. So, my bad. Let me just quickly go here, skins. Right, there we go. So if I then update that to Musterman 1.2, is this the iconic dark? This is what we're doing, isn't it? This is the dark skin, I believe. That's what I think, Zeep. Yeah, I think if it. But okay, so hey, tell me what you said there. Then is if it feels dirty, then don't do it. You know, only you know what the right way of doing it is. But if it doesn't sit right with you, then yeah, maybe look to do something a bit different and go, you know what, not for me. Bruno Sav, for that to stop showing, you have to close the game and reopen so all the right properties reload. Ah, right, okay. Well, I don't think we won't be doing that tonight, Bruno, but we'll that's definitely worth knowing. This has very, very much been a sort of like, should we try it this way? Why not? Might as well. Sort of approach tonight. There wasn't a massive... Well, there probably was a plan to do it, if I'm being honest. I think must have been to sit in the actual stream though and be like, Tony, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, Tony. Right, let's switch Okoye and Foxy round. Let's do it this way. Okay, because I'm wondering whether or not that's part of the issue as well. They just got the wrong foot. No, right-footed. Foxy, right-footed. Just Okoye's just a bit of a Okoye's just a bit of an arsehole then apparently. Let's put Auburn in there. I should put Bilic in actually. Vazelli can be switched back for Briannis. Oops. Yeah, Vazelli for Briannis. Hurst can stay in, but we might need Montero in there instead. To add a bit more defensive solidity. Let's maybe try and speed that up a bit. Work the ball in the box off. Let's let them decide what they want to do themselves. Transition, counter pressing. I suppose we want to move quicker, don't we? Counter attack while we're doing it. And then yeah, drop off and get stuck in. See if that works, shall we? It's the coolest looking skin, even if I don't use it. Yeah. There's something in there, isn't there? Like, he's done a great job, Musterman, and he's just... There's only so much you can do with the skin, I think. But, yes, there's a lot of good stuff in here, and that's the dark skin. What's the light skin? Let me just have a quick look. I don't think it's going to be... I think it's going to be too light, isn't it? How's the save, Tony? Oh, it's great. We just changed the skin quite a bit. Come on, skin. Update. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to look at it. It's going to be far too bright. Let's go back to dark again. And that's the way we do it, isn't it? Yeah, far too bright. Look at that. That's proper like... Oh, that's class, though. That's like FM 2010. Brilliant. Well in, but that is like, whoa. Like, I just need to keep my eyes. Yeah, we're working on it. Don't worry. Okay. I've got sunglasses that can put on for a second. Some people like that though. Bring your sunglasses. The irony is though, is that it is quite nice. As far as light skins go, he's done a good job. It's just FM10, and I loved FM10. I don't think there was a dark. I don't think there was a dark skin, a dark mode at that point. I'm getting a suntan. Yeah, I think you're right there. I think I've now developed a melanoma, which I'm not overly keen on. 3 games in 1 week. Oh. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. My word. Yeah, that's a bit of a rough one. 1 week. Rest. 2 weeks. Okay, we've got a Greek squad to pick as well, have we? Man City's youth setup recognised one of the best in the world. Not ours, surprisingly. Sumaludis has decided to represent the Netherlands instead. I mean, I thought he would have done, but let's shortlist him anyway. He is Greek, so maybe when he doesn't get a game, he'll come back to us. No offers for Bakun. Karen Tathis could be an option. He did go Atramitos, didn't he? Okay. Al Halal top. Yeah, well, let's just ignore that, shall we? That's pretty cool. I like this bit. Most assists, most clean sheets, average ratings, top scorer. Oh, Musterman, you've done well here. Player detailed. Starting appearances. Shots on target percentage, conversion rate. Open play, key passes, Schweiger. Still is up near the top. Okay. Muzambo. There's Mackay. Steranovic. Bilic. Brianis. Okay, so our players are up there or thereabouts. I mean, this is where we're going to be able to sort of really dive in on it, isn't it? João Bosco. 10 chances created, 3 assists. 22-year-old Brazilian lad who's been there for a couple of seasons. Exciting. 3 goals, 3 assists, 11 matches. Maybe we scout him. We'll see. We have to get all of our proper scouting done, aren't we? And really start to look into it. Oh, it's going to be far more complicated. It's going to be far more complicated than I gave myself credit for. High scoring, high non-penalty expected goals. Really? Are we high scoring? I wouldn't necessarily say we are. Top target recommendation. Andrew Pistol. Terrific signing. 24-year-old centre-back. 48 grand a week. Volatile. Can play in one position. Can be weird with his passing. Great. He seems like an absolute star. Signing for his name alone. Yeah, 100%. He's talked himself into it, hasn't he? We've moved ourselves up with the board. We're back up to a B rating now. And B- for the fans. So they're taking a little bit longer to win over. Dressing room atmosphere still seems average because there's a few players who are unhappy. But Paddy Hurst gets to return to Easter Road. They're saying Paddy Hurst is a wide centre back because he's got pace. Hogginson's unhappy with it. He hasn't got a contract. I mean, to be fair, the issue that you didn't get a contract is that you got injured straight away. So we didn't want to pay you with your leg in plaster. Maybe slightly foolish from us. Slightly, great. Now Foxy's out as well. Superb. So just when we're not scoring goals, let's let's also have the other striker gets injured as well. Martinez, Lemaire's not even registered. Be fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Maybe don't phrase it that way. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep my actual views to myself, but ultimately, I need him to be able to read between the lines. Yeah. We're away to Heracles in the 6th round of the Greek Cup as well. Okay. Nazariatos has ended his goal drought. Oof. Greek squad. How long's Papadinus banned for? Where would I find that? How long's he out for? Oh, you know what? There's 23. There's 23 players in the squad. It's a match we have to win. I can't believe that we've got to go to the final match against France. Oh, why is Kenny Montero kicking off now? Right, he now wants to leave. Oof. There's 2 years I'm planning on approaching a youth only save. Get to the 5th tier and only sign amateur contract guys and poach the academies. I mean, that's not. I don't know. That sits off of me as well. If you're poaching academy guys, if you're doing youth only, then you can't sign amateur guys, can you? Youth only's got to be what you bring. Like literally what you bring in, or what you produce. Sorry, that's how I would interpret youth only. But again, that's the key word. There is how I would interpret it. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it is. I'm in tier 10. It's a transfer policy. Oh yeah, I mean, look, you're in tier 10. I would scrap the idea of a transfer policy. With in tier 10, you just have to get players through the door. It doesn't matter how you get them through the door. They're probably going to be non-contract anyway. They're going to leave the second that they play 5 matches and someone wants to take them off your hand. I wouldn't be too worried about giving it a name at this point. I would just basically I would go with you do a tier 10 save and get yourself as high up as you need to be. You know, if you're doing youth only, then it's youth only players that you produce. That's how I understand it. But if it's a homegrown save, that's slightly different. Then you can bring players from all over the place, and make them homegrown players. So if they've been there for 5 years, then they're sort of like they become UK citizens, I suppose. But ultimately, you just need to have fun with it. You don't need to put barometers and like restrictions on stuff. Just have fun. You've only got like a few months left of FM24, so just enjoy it. Enjoy playing it a slightly different way, doing something you maybe didn't do before. Like this is why we've put the Musterman skin on now, because there's only a few months left. We might as well try and learn how to do Moneyball properly, just in case we want to try and do it next year. And if it doesn't look like we're enjoying it, then we'll not do it next year, you know? So that's sort of where we're at with it. I mean, as you saw as well, it's taken us 17 seasons, and I just suddenly went, I'm like, let's scrap the tactic that's working and try a different tactic. Like, why? Why do that? Why not just keep going, Tony, and try and win a second trophy? Yeah, I could do that, or I could do something different, because it just keeps me entertained and me interested. All right, fair enough. If that's the way you're doing it, fine. It's not the way that everyone would do it, is it? Most people would just find the tactic that works and stick with that. until it stops working. Reinventing the wheel. Yeah. I've gone back to a square wheel again. Oh, Okoye. There you go, the nightmare. He gets himself a goal. I had to double check that for a second there. I was like, hang on, is that a thing? Yes, it is a thing. Okoye, 1 touch, 2 touch, past Samuel. There we go. Tactics capture. You get stuck in the tactic you no longer want to play, but it works, so you can't leave it. Yeah, like, I think it was more a recruitment thing, to be honest, Matt, because what happened was we signed Andre Volk in the summer, who's a really, really good defender, and he can play all across the back four, but he wanted to be a wide centre back, and I was like, well, he's pretty good. Dimitro's pretty good. Malice is pretty good. Paddy Hurst is pretty good. So I was like, well, actually, there's 3 centre backs that are really good. Could I try a 3 centre back tactic rather than playing the Brazilian box? And we also didn't have an Enganche this year as well. Not someone who could fill that role effectively. So I was like, okay, so we have to sort of already try and take one player out of the offensive line. How do we tweak it so it looks a little bit differently defensively? We're playing Alonso as a wing back when he's a good fullback. He's probably a better midfield player. We've got more midfielders than we need overall, and they can all do different styles of jobs and different positions. We're still lacking wing backs, particularly on the left hand side. We're lacking quality there. So the tactics sort of been built out of necessity, to sort of compensate for some of our weakness in quality as well. So that's where we're at. It wasn't as much of a, or just sack it off just because we're bored with it, as I probably made it sound in the first instance. But if we were desperate to retain the 4-2-2-2-2, then we would have recruited harder for 4-2-2-2-2. And the fact we didn't clearly means that I was looking for something else as well. You weren't necessarily looking to play 3 centre backs. Exactly. Yeah, but when we got Volk in, I was like, ooh. Like, I mean, we could put Volk, we could put Tungara here and have 3 good midfield players go back towards the box again, move Briannas up, and it would work. But I was like, don't know, maybe there was something else that we could see. I thought, could it do some other bits? Could we have a bit of fluidity in case we needed to change things up a little bit, you know? And yeah, three at the back tactics, not something I've done a lot of on any FM really. I did one on FM23 that was great, a really great 3 at the back tactic, but this isn't the 3 at the back tactic. It's not the same one, because I was conscious I didn't want to just do the same thing. So yeah, it was, yeah, I'm playing around and trying to keep learning as we do it. It keeps the game fresh. And I think that's part of what we've been able to do with this Builder Nation as well, is we haven't won everything constantly. So there's also that as well. You know, some people are able to dominate their saves and it gets a bit repetitive, whereas we've not done that. We've not done that at all. A bit like when Columbus found North America, he wasn't trying it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he stumbled across it. He's like, what the fuck's all this? That's a fair description sometimes of how we get to where we get to. But that's how all the good inventions happen, right? Okoye with an effort from distance. It's the journey. Exactly. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of of learning, and we learn together, and it's good. Skip Gunaris, a bit of a run out. In come on for Dimitro. Could potentially bring Volkov. He's tiring on a yellow card, but I think I've already taken Paddy Hirsch. What a cross that is. Martinez heads it over the top. Definitely not the destination. Definitely not. We're not doing the destination at all. No one knows where we're going. We're in a boat. We're hoping for the best. That's Volk. That's Volk who's running all the way up to take the corner. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. He shouldn't be taking the corner. He should be getting on the end of it. So we'll bring him off now just to rest him up a little bit. Good block. Liechtenstein's progressing ahead of schedule. That's cool. That's cool. Auburn corner. Second season already progressed to the Conference League phase. That's decent. That is decent, to be honest. So that's not easy to get into the league phases so quickly anyway. I mean, we definitely make it look like it's not easy. Alonso, didn't decide to go for the ball there, apparently. Come on. Don't let him go all the way. Good challenge, Osman Loy. Good tackle. Makes you think of a hockey wave with Kalle Marker. Defenseman just as much of an offensive weapon as a forward. Changes the game for the teams to react to it. Yeah, I think so. I think that's sort of like what we need to look at, really, isn't it? I mean, I suppose like someone would probably say a Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think maybe is a reasonable example in football. You know, plays right back. Is he a right back? Really? Don't know. Gets forward, creates quite a lot. So he offers more. Just as much going forward as he probably does defensively, if not more. So yeah, it makes you think about another problem. Oh, that's poor defending. Yeah, not good. Not good. How can I move you back? Auburn's corner. Brianna Montero. We've been pretty poor in the second half. Auburn, come on, take a chance, take a chance. Do we need to get them to shoot on sight? Is that the problem? I think since we've gone control possession, we're a little bit too naive now. Too, oof. Southgate ball almost. Koya picks it up. Lagzia puts it in. Hang on, he's gone down. No penalty? None, apparently. Osmanaloy inside. Okoye. Montero. Someone Orban. We're getting the ball forward. We're having shots, but It's not quite the quality of shots, is it, that we're hoping for. Montero. Oh, he just dribbles it into tackling. Gives the ball away. Can't concede off that, can we? That can't be what creates their counter-attack. Oof, nearly was. Right, let's go. More direct. Demand more. In fact, let's change it completely. Let's switch that back to counter-attack. One all's not dreadful, but it was poor. It was a poor way of conceding, I suppose. Especially because we need to start doing well in Europe. We need to start qualifying. And I probably would have put Hibs down as a game we should have won, to be honest. If a Greek wonder kid comes through, Odysseus would be a sick name. I mean, it would be, yeah. It would be. It's a big if, though. It's a big if. Fair to say we should never got rid of Teddy Sheringham. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Teddy Sheringham did a lot of help in the background. That's the problem. Yeah, we need to just... I mean, again, we're within touch and distance. But what's the schedule look like? Bayer Leverkusen, Legia Warsaw, Trnava and Minsk. So it's still in our hands. Do you know what I mean? But it's just getting those victories, isn't it? Turning those draws into wins. Let's go back to counter-attack. See if that's the issue. I'm not sure Alonso really works as an inverted wing-back. Could have used a ball-playing defender, maybe? yeah. If only a Greek wonder kid came through. If only. I don't know if we're going to be. I don't know if we're ever going to get one. Maybe not at Larisa, but Greece in general possibly, but maybe not. Maybe not for us. Macedonicus next. Volk's a bit tired, so he can be rested up. So let's do that. Let's rest Volk. Let's put... if they're saying that Paddy Hurst can play wide, let's play him there. I'm tempted to rest Alonso actually as well. Put Janino in. And Lemaire can go on for Martinez. Let's see. Macedonicus, theoretically, we should be able to beat. Theoretically. Well, that second bottom feels very much like we're about to lose them, doesn't it? I also want to kind of hold out the bid from Shakhtar for Kenny, because I don't really want him to leave. I know he's kicked off a little bit, but But I'd like to be able to sort of be like, you know what, let's play him a bit, hope he forgets that the club's coming for him. More time to keep Hargenson's promise. See, the injury does affect. See, when you return to fitness, then we'll talk about your contract. Exactly. Right, there we go. This is where we are then. All set up nicely. Orban is still on the bench. I created my grandfather's cousin for Andover. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a nice touch. Costagoulis, Maragos, probably. I wonder if we put Bacopoulos. Let's put Bacopoulos in there as well. Go on. Probably in place of Harry. I know it's a weird one, isn't it? But let's try that. We might even have to play him instead of Okoye. Right, we expect to win. Let's get that. Okay. Come on then. Try and end this run of draws. Draws aren't dreadful, but there's obviously got to be some point when you can get 3 points rather than 1. And then we've got the Greece match against France, which is going to be win or bust to qualify for the Euros after really a shocking result against Israel. Bust it is. that's right, see, that's right. Basically what I meant was we're going to not qualify for the Euros next, so we might as well just sim that match. Midfield support, I think. See if we can win the ball a bit higher up the pitch. Bilic down the line. Loses it to Laggia. Montero blocked. Is there any pressure from the Greek FA? I don't think so. I think that's a bit of a weird thing as well, isn't it? We've not really been under any pressure there either, but maybe the save changes and we start to get that coming in. Who knows? I'm waiting for FM to add the Fiji Islands and I can create my grandfather. Oh, nice. Okoye's picked up a knock. Wonder if we can move Juninho there as a defensive winger. See if that works. It's moving a little bit more like the old Celtic formation, isn't it, with the defensive wingers. Free kick. Edge of the area. I'll be amazed if that's in the box. Free kick. That's fine. Bilic, Brianis. Bilic. Juninho goes down. Brianis. Laggia off the inside of the post. That was close. Back post, Lemaire scores. Onside? Damn it, onside. It counts. It counts. And it's Lemaire who, of course, is leaving in January. Good header. It's all bones. Still doing the business. He's on. Miles onside. Brianis, Tungara, Montero, Lagia. Rise the tackle. Brianis, Tungara. I mean, that's never going anywhere near. Appreciate you having a go, Kenny, but it's not going to work, is it? Okay, Janino's getting forward a bit more. Now he's playing as that defensive winger. Okoye's going to have to come off because he's injured. And to be fair, might as well put Bakopoulos on. Give a youngster a run out. I'm going to need him for international duty though, aren't I? That's the thing. I'll just go for it. You might as well. Lagsy is tiring. So let's put Stelios on as well. Try that. Player instructions: shoot less. I mean, to be fair, we've not. They've been holding off from shooting in the last couple of games, so I'm going to tell them to not shoot anymore. Then we'll never have a shot at all. So I'm surprised he's took a shot. He wouldn't be expecting to shoot. He's just got himself excited. So let him have it. He can have his moment of magic. Because the thing is, if it ends up in the top corner, then we're all going wild, aren't we? We all know that's not going to happen, really, but it's fun to let him have a go. Tungara, Stelios inside, Brianis over the top. See, Brianis has got to hit the target there. He's better on the ball in that situation. Got to at least make the goalkeeper work for it. Hurst inside to Montero. Gives it away. Hurst, Montero. Good pass. Brianis. Out to Stelios. Pulls at the back post. Janino gets up there. No shots. Walk the ball in the net. Well, could do. Could do. It's not the worst tactic we've had. It's the old Arsenal tactic, isn't it? Penalty? Have we managed to get a penalty? That'll be a first, wouldn't it? It feels like it's been a while since we've had one. I know it probably isn't, but it feels like a while. Lemaire, cool as you like. Nice, just a little tap in. Absolutely ice cold. Ice through that man's veins. That's what you need, innit? You need someone to just sort of come in who's not been playing, get some goals, and then be like, there you go, that's how you do it. Just remind people of what you can actually do. Oh, nice, headed away. Got Vizeli for Village. I think Lemaire's had quite the game, hasn't he? Bakopoulos nearly. I need Lemaire to get his hat-trick and I can bring him off. Because I feel bad bringing him off on 2 goals. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't bring him off. He'll get all upset again, wouldn't he? But I kind of need Maragos to come in and get a bit of sort of like, that's what I'm looking for. A bit of confidence in himself as well. But we'll have to wait and see if that happens. Tackling the edge of the area, that's not a penalty. It's never going to be. So it's fine. We're not stressed about that. Nice intercepted. Vaselli, Briannas, Lemaire. Saved. Saved. As we keep saying about it, hello to YouTube if you're still there. I'm sure people are. If you're in on the YouTube, make sure you drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel. Do all that good stuff. Janino, good effort. Lemaire heads it over the top. It's been chilled tonight, hasn't it? It's been very, very chilled. Is there no way to get a sell-on fee for a non-contract player? No, not at all. No, they will literally leave. They will leave that day. They won't even there's no sort of discussion either. You don't own them. They'll just walk out the door. No, I see you, Jason. I see you. You're doing sterling work in there. Okay, Janino 7.6, a little bit higher up. I don't know if that's going to work against better opposition, but against weaker opposition, having the defensive winger there rather than the wing back allows us to be a little bit more front foot, but it's then pushing a little bit into the Celtic tactic, isn't it? 7 weeks for Okoye. Yeah, no, the best way to think about non-contracts in non-league is this is their second job, right? Okay, football is their second job, and essentially they get offered, they get told they're going to work in a different factory, so they leave for work, and that's why they just get up and leave, and there's nothing you can do about it. They're just like, all right, see you later, lads, away you go. So we've somehow managed to make it to the top of the table. At what stage can I maximise on them? Whenever you can offer someone a contract, really. There's no stage as to when you can and can't, but it'll depend upon the player. Like in tier 10, stick with non-contracts as much as you can, because then it doesn't cost you anything to get rid of them. If you don't want to keep them, you can just release them and it's not a problem. And you can acquire players quite easily at that point as well, because they're non-contract. So just, yeah, get in there and take them for no transfer fee. You only really pay wages in appearance. So you know that if you've got a player there that you're thinking, right, okay, like bringing them on. So the thing with non-league to remember is when you bring players in, is that if you bring someone on, then they cost you for an appearance fee. So if you're used to just going, oh, I'll bring someone on just for a bit of 10 minutes at the end of the match, that could actually be detrimental to your finances, you know. I'm turning that bid down for Montero, by the way. I'm not having it. He's not going. You maximise non-league by getting rid of unused sub fees. Yes, exactly. Yeah, don't have any of that in there. It's just draining cash. Oh, look at that. We've said before, Jude playing in Saudi Arabia. It's not like Job, who did the right way. Did things the right way, didn't he? Oh, big match now. Greece versus France. Here we go. Just like Juventus, when you're not playing football, they worked for Fiat. As Job left, he did, yeah. He went back to Birmingham. Is he still playing? Yeah, 34 years old now. He's 12 sub appearances, so he's not even getting his game at Birmingham. I think he's coming towards the end of his career. We'll have to see what his see whether he wants to become staff. See if he wants to join us as part of the Greek backroom staff, Larisa backroom staff, either or. But right, this is what it comes down to then. One match against France to qualify for the Euros. Can't believe well, you know what? I can believe that we've ballsed it up. We had ourselves in a decent position where we're like, okay, it's going to be fine. We might be able to qualify. And now we need Israel to lose against Wales, and we need to get a point at the very least against France. So who's expecting anything other than us losing and Israel winning? Do you know what I mean? Is there any other way this is going? There's not, is there? Really? We know exactly what's going to happen. But let's at least pretend. Yeah? Let's at least pretend we don't know what's going to happen. And therefore, it could be exciting. Who knows? Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Not necessarily in this save, though. You got no idea how to approach the save. What the tier 10 save? In what sense? Well, what's sorry. What's confused you? You think a draw's on the cards? We've earned the draw tonight. We have drawn a lot tonight, haven't we? Yeah. Yeah. We get a draw and Israel win. They can't get money for players. Oh, right, yeah. You just have to you get through it. Getting out of tier 10's fairly straightforward. Do you know what I mean? Like some divisions you can even play trial players. I'm not sure if it's on the tier 10s in England, but you can definitely, like lower divisions in Scotland, League 2, I think you can play trial players. So trials are free scouting. You might be able to loan a player from somewhere. They might not look brilliant, but they'll be brilliant in that division. But remember as well that everyone else in the league around you is going to have pretty shit players as well. So it's not just you, you know? Yeah, anyone who's got more than 5 for pace is going to be pretty decent. You're nearly always bankrupt at that level. You don't need transfer money at all. No, you don't. Because you can't spend it. That's the thing. Like, do you know what I mean? There's nobody to buy, because anyone who you try to buy won't come to you because they'll go somewhere else that's going to pay them a little bit more money, and all you're going to do is be asking for someone on a non-contract. So I think he'll be fine. Oh, Zali's going flying in, and he's on a yellow card as well, so I might need to tell him to stop flying in. I'll bring him off, actually. That's going to be concerning, isn't it, if we end up down to 10 men. Do we move him inside? Put Janino out wide? Oh. He's onside, isn't he? Yeah. Arms in the air. And Israel are winning. Okay, I know it's not over just yet, but just makes it more difficult. I was going to say it makes it harder, and I was waiting for that's what she said. Demand a bit more, see if that's gonna work. Right, Stelios gets it back. Vazelli chats this. Oh, giving the ball away. What are we doing? Oh, we're a mature audience. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not above her. That's what she said. That's why we've got the. That's why we've got the emotes. That's why we've got. That's what she said. Emote. Do you know what I mean? I've been doing stand-up 15 years. I know what jokes I'm above and which jokes I'm not above. You're new. Yeah, you can tell who's new and who's not. Yeah, welcome to all the new people as well over on YouTube, by the way. Hello, new people. Hello, new people everywhere. If you are new, now's probably a reasonable time to start dropping a follow. So, yeah, drop your follows. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The FM show's out every Thursday. The podcast. So, get yourselves joined in. And join the Discord if you're not in the Discord as well. Oh, giving the ball away, Vaselli. Well, we'll just have to win the World Cup instead. Boom Jakalaka, watching in from India. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're well. How's life in India? What's happening over the road? Everything good? Appreciate you being here. We are playing badly. Is probably the best way to describe it. We are playing really, really badly. This is not a good performance by our standards. In fact, by anybody's standards, in fact. Yeah, it's not really firing, is it? Euros is for losers. Exactly. Look at England. Do you know what I mean? They wanted to win the Euros, and they didn't. Therefore, they're losers. Israel are 2-0 up. Argentina haven't bothered. They don't bother with the Euros. Brazil don't bother with the Euros. Japan don't bother with the Euros. So why should Greece? Yeah. When was the last time you saw Australia in the Euros? Exactly, never. Eurovision, yes. But Euros, not so much. America have never bothered competing in the Euros. So, yeah. The World Cup, that's the one we want to win. The World Cup. Larisa players can come back fully rested instead of knackered after the Euros. Exactly, that's a good point, Martin, yeah. Yeah, give them a bit of downtime, rest the legs. Eurovision is a pathway to the Euros. Fair. Vietnam doesn't bottle the Euros either. Yeah, exactly. This Euro, I support England. I was heartbroken. Oh, mate, you shouldn't. Don't support England. Scotland, that's the team you want to be watching. I mean, as a Scotland fan, I found it hilarious. Vietnam have never lost to Euros. Vietnam have won exactly the same amount of Euros as England have. So just think about that for a second. Yeah? What does that tell you? Yeah? Tells you England aren't as good as they think they are. Oh, head over the top. Just all we needed to do. All we needed to do was just get that in. See, I said this at the time. No one can be... Oh, hang on. Oh. Oh. We should have scored. Even Lishi, how are you, pal? Nice to see you. 1-on-1. 1-on-1. We should have had that in the bottom corner. And then it would have been 2-1. Easy, Lishi. Yeah, things are going well. Things are going all right, I say. Rishi, appreciate the follow, pal. Very kind. Things are going fine in the league, but the national side is not very good. We needed to get at least a draw and a better result than Israel got against Wales, against France, and yeah, we're losing 2-0. Israel are winning 2-0, and we've just missed a great chance there that would have got ourselves at least back in with a shout. We're playing France again. I know. It feels like the only thing we're doing it. Berezutskis. Oh. Sometimes they go in. Risk. I like friendly streams. Join the club, mate. Join the club. We are friendly over here. We are. It's a nice chilled out vibe. Unless you're an arsehole, then. Do you know what I mean? Then we get rid of them. We get rid of those people. So Greece can only play France, Israel, and one other team. Yeah, I think that seems to be a reasonable bit of planning, I think, to be honest. We don't like to travel too far. Hibs losing 3-0 to St Mirren on the opening day. I did see that, yeah. Fans demanding the border sacked. I mean, that's, yeah, start the season as you mean to go on, really, isn't it? That's setting your stall out from the start. But then again, St Mirren had won 4-1 in Europe earlier on in the week, so I'm not saying that you expect a 3-0 defeat, but they had goals in them. Maybe you were kind of hoping they'd used all their goals up, possibly. Celtic next. Oh, that'll be fine. That's should be fairly straightforward match, that one. I mean, look, Brian Clough says never look at the league table until Christmas, right? That's when you start to look at it. Right, 2-0. That's us out of the Euros. And we've also upset the players. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see whether the Greek FA keep us in our job or not. Oh, well, actually, that was getting a bit close. Because I didn't realise there was a possibility that we might not actually continue in charge of Greece. So that could be awkward. Please, we're competitive in the Euros. We decide to allow you to remain in charge, but warn that unless performances improve, they'll search for our replacement. I mean, performances have improved. They have improved, I guess. Not really. We beat Wales. We beat Cyprus. Beat Cyprus twice. Beat Wales twice. Yeah, France and Israel were the issues, weren't they? If that's a draw, though, see, look at that, 2-1 and 1-0. That's the problems, isn't it? Yeah, an own goal, then we pulled level, then we conceded a penalty. And then that one was last minute. Right, we've done okay. That'll do. Get them up a bit. All right, we'll be back. We'll win the World Cup. World Cup's easier. You know what I mean? Backwards is technically progress. Technically. You know, it all depends on how you define progress, isn't it? Yeah. And I choose to define it however I want. Sometimes the opposite to what most people would. But again, you know, we can refocus and have a look at, you know, how we build for the World Cup. Is it another way? Is it another tactical overhaul? Is it finding out which players we need to bring in? Who knows? Who knows? I wonder how you win a World Cup without a job. I mean, we haven't been sacked, Tubby. You have seen that bit, right? It said we might potentially. But you're close. Yeah, close. Doesn't mean I've been sacked. All it means is it's just going to be more. It's going to be more beautiful when we do win a World Cup. You know, we were close to getting sacked from Larisa apparently at the back end of the season. We think. We don't really know. Again, we've been look. We've been in worse positions than this on FM. This is not any amount of fear. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, have a little sort of like moment with the with the non-contract players and just work that one out. We're waiting for Job. yeah. Once Job's here, everything's fine. It'll be completely fine. We're back into it in no time, and everyone will be like, what was the problem? There wasn't any problems. You don't want to pay appearance fees. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much not picking those players, isn't it? Yeah. Job runs in with music in a steel chair. I think that seems fair. Job can inspire anyone to do anything. I think this is the bit in it. He goes, I don't want to play for Greece. I want to manage Greece. We need a Job Henry. It'll all be fine. Say his name. He will appear. He will. It's like Beetlejuice, but much more well dressed and much more, you know, clean looking. Steve Jobs as the assistant manager. I mean, he's dead, so that would be no use. So yeah, what looks like friendly match against Georgia should give us some indication as to where we're at, right? Maybe. Mikopoulos, Berezoutskas just runs into the wrong player, doesn't he? Chatzis, Kostagoulis, Janino. Oh, good ball. Vazelli got to do better. See, when we play, we're fine. When we're allowed that time to play, I think when teams pressure us, then we're not. Our decision making is not very good, so we start to panic. But when teams sit off us and give us the space to play, then we're not bad. But the problem with international football is that none of these players play for top clubs. That's where the main problem comes. And I think it's going to be the problem for Greece going forward, is the lack of top tier elite level talent. And the manager as well. He's also part of the problem. Quite a large part of the problem, really. Good save by Gannis. He can make a save. Who'd have thought? Papadinus, Janino. Down the line, there's Berezutskis. Pulls it back. Yeah, strikers, isn't it? That's what we need. We need someone who can actually put the ball in the net. Bakopoulos. There you go. It's our boy. That's who gets the goal. Brings it down. Tidy finish. Oh, free header. We've got to score that. Kostagoulis, come on. Right, scoring chances are all in the area. 6 shots, 3 on target, 43% possession. That's a good first half. Berezutskis can't play the second half now, so bring him off. For Samiotis, Janino can come off as well. For Garcia. Actually, Garcia or Vinicius. 4.8. Yeah. Garcia's winning the ball more. What would Otto Reghal do? I don't know. Is he the guy that was putting cheese in people's feet, or is that Ralph Rangnick? I mean, I'm too confused as to what I would do. Felix Magath. Have you noticed that I went with lots of options as to who was the cheese guy? Oh, terrible giveaway. Felix Magath was the cheese guy, that's right. Samiotis. Oh, nice dribble. Oh, just needed to pull it back. Right, 7-4. Otto Reghal was the manager of Greece when they won the Euros. I see. That makes more sense now then. Yeah, I need to channel a bit of that, don't I? I need to channel a bit of an inner Jose Mourinho, I think. Oof, Papadinas, that would have been a hell of a goal. Gratitas can be replaced. Oh. Just when it doesn't even matter what we do, does it? There's moments like this, you go, there's no way. You can't sort of like account for that, can you? Off the underside of the crossbar. Sometimes it's just not your save, is it? Why do you feel so hard done by? It sounded very Scottish. 100%, 100% Lacey. We've all been there for those moments, right? But we played really well, and now we're 3-0 down. Doesn't feel that's not really fair. But we'll do it with a smile on our face, won't we? We'll be like, well, fine. That's how you want to do it. Whatever. As long, yeah, if that's the sort of thing that makes you happy, then fine. Yeah. Never mind. That felt like Kane's goal in the 2-2. Yes, it did. It did. Or the one where we conceded against Germany, do you remember? In the qualifiers for... Was it the last World Cup, maybe? Where it was like the 90th minute equaliser. And it was an own goal, and it was like, oh, that's just like so Scottish. It was unbelievable. They were the world champs, yeah. But we were beating them. We were beating them. You know, we do beat world champions. We beat Spain before. They're nothing special. You know, some teams struggle against them, but not us. Lewandowski did it to us 2-1 up with seconds to go. Yes. It's not fun, is it? It's not fun. Even Livy, how are you, pal? Good to see you. Just watched a camera drone that was faster than an F1 car. I don't think I'm ready for the future. I don't think I'm ready. It's too scary. Tubby, you wrote a joke. Okay. Where? It's not that long-winded one, is it? Because that's not a joke. Well, I mean, technically, structurally it is a joke, but quality-wise, it's not one I'd be putting in my set. That'll do. Bukopolis. Imagine how much fun F1 will be with drones. I mean, they need to find something to make F1 fun, don't they? Speed bumps, maybe, would be quite good. Potholes, be interesting. Traffic lights, just where they have to like slow down. An average speed camera. Bin every driver. Yeah, just do remote control cars. The driver doesn't really matter in Formula One. They just get in the way. Speaking of jokes, this Greek side art, yeah, they're dreadful. I'm not a fan of it. Eva Jebaru, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. How's life treating you? Presumably busy. I would hazard a guess. Things are all right. That suggests that potentially he's not in London. He often can be, and when he is, he can be a bit. He's not a fan. Oh, for God's sake! Oh God! Honestly, this Greek side needs a lot of work, doesn't it? That's a great finish, by the way. We've been unpicked by two really, really good goals. Driving through a marketplace with fruit spilling all over the road. That would make Formula One really interesting, yeah. That would be good. Occasionally they would have to stop for sheep trying to cross the road. That would make it quite nice as well. Or if they had to do they had to park as well, like a 3-point turn, That'd be good. Or if part of the motorway was closed for they had like a diversion. Well, maybe they had to go and pop to the services. Zonis! There's still time to lose it. There's still time to lose it. Now you're explaining Mario Kart. This is what I mean. This is what would make F1 fun, is Mario Kart, basically. Red tortoiseshells, stars. It'd be so much fun. Like Formula One for me, it feels too predetermined. Like if you start at number one, the only thing that stops you winning is yourself, rather than the other drivers or the other cars. Like as long as you don't crash, then you've won. Yeah. So the only reason it's like, oh yeah, I just drifted off for a bit, like. So I think there's less. I'm aware that there's people in here who love Formula One, and those people find possibly like golf as well, but I don't see it. It's not really pressing my buttons, but I get that lots of people really like it. Sat around in their Petronas t-shirts on their Sunday dinner, Mercedes baseball caps. I'm a little more on side with it this season. Really? What's been the change? There's competition, is there? When we set the rhino on you, that'll press the buttons. Yeah, that could be it. That'll definitely do something. Stick the fear up me, that's what it'll do. It's better than just Verstappen and Hamilton. Right, okay. As I say, I think they should all be made to drive the same car. Go, right, there you go. This is the car you're driving. And I know that would defeat the whole object of having, different teams. But it would also be interesting to see who's actually the best. So you'll have to drive the same car. Chatsys has decided he doesn't want to play international football anymore. Reconsider? No, he doesn't fancy it. Definitely done. Okay. So we'll need to replace him then, going forward. That might actually help. If we get a couple of people who maybe walk out, that might help. Maragos can leave now. How much did we sign him for? 3 million quid. We've made a loss on him. It's fine, let him go. Where's he going? Hoffenheim. It's fine. Evening, Abilicus, how are we? Welcome. All the same car as IndyCar. Ah, right, okay. That's the one where things definitely do crash, isn't it? That's the one where they definitely do crash. I've got a 1979 Talbot Samba. Yeah, do that. Or like, you got to drive around in a Ford Escort. A Sierra Cosworth. Is that not? Well, actually, is that the? That's the rally, isn't it? That's what they used to do. We're going to make you drive a police car. Formula 2 is good, all the cars are the same, and everyone is young and a bit silly. All right, there you go. See, maybe that's the one I'll watch then. I also think as well, from an environmental perspective, it's not great. It's not great. In fact, it's the worst. Like it couldn't be any worse unless they were literally setting fire to oil and smoking at the same time. In fact, actually, the whole 50 mile an hour thing will probably be worse. So you. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these cars to drive around loads of times over the course of a weekend. How are you going to get them there? Fly, or more, or bigger cars, lorries. That'll probably be fine for the environment, right? Yeah, I'd imagine so. Yeah. Where should we hold one of the events? Saudi Arabia. Oh, there. That's probably fine. There you go. That explains that then. Abu Dhabi. Okay, now I understand. Are we using Musterman full time? Well, we've used it in tonight's stream, and results have been fine, I think, unless you're the Greek national side. I don't know whether Musterman skins are going to be the issue. It might be. It's going to make recruitment pretty interesting on Wednesday, I think, Wednesday or Friday by the time we get around to it. So that could be good fun. But I was conscious of the fact that people were coming in going, what part of Moneyball are you doing? And my answer was just buying players for a bit cheaper than what we've already got, and maybe sort of like thinking that's not quite Moneyball enough, is it? These days you've got to be a lot more Moneyball for people to agree with you. So I think, right, let's try it, see what's what. It might work, it might not. We don't know. But it's worth having a little nosy about on. So we're playing Asteras now. Briannis is in, Montero's in, Morzelli's in, Lukac. Let's put him in actually for Lagia. Give Lagia a bit of a rest. Janino played, so we could rest him. But for Bakunin, maybe Vasilas. Actually, let's put Vasilas in there. And Volk's back as well. Let's keep Volk on the bench, actually. Let's not rush him straight back in. In fact, Bilic is the one who's not really performing, is it? Let's just go with it. We'll do that. Janino upset about being left out. Of course he is. He's never happy, is he? I sort of get where he's coming from. He comes in and then we take him out the side again, then we move him back again, and yeah, I can see why he's a bit upset. Just thinking of your legs, mate. Just trying to rest you up a little bit. He's definitely getting mixed messages. A little bit. But look, good enough to play internationally, but not quite good enough to play for Larisa week in and week out. I mean, we've got Alonso on the bench as well, mind, so he's got to try and take Alonso's position, which isn't easy. And he's 29, so he's not getting any younger. Well held, Mazzelli. Launching that. Bilic picks it up. Gives it away. Oh, Tangara's missed the tackle. Oh. Innocent Mugabe. What a name. Tangara's to blame here, mind. In fact, actually, Bilic is to blame for giving the ball away. I celebrated the goal before I realised, no, it's fine, don't worry. It's a well-worked goal. It's a shame it's not for us. But yeah, Bilic gave the ball away too high up the pitch, and then Tungara's gone flying in for it, missed it. So, yeah. I mean, there's still a lot we could have done before it went in, so it's not like it was guaranteed. Just innocent man. Yes. Lukac. Oh, Bilic there. That's how you make amends for it. What a ball that is. Cracking header. It's got to count, surely. What a ball. Are we celebrating? I think we are, aren't we? We've got to be, surely. Miles onside. There we go. That's the sort of impact we want. Oh, off the crossbar. I feel like we've angered our opposition now. Right, Piliafas. He's one of our younger players, by the way. We brought him in. He's 6 foot something or other. Striker. I think we signed him from AEK, but young Greek lad. So hopefully someone for the future. Bilic gives the ball away again. Vasilas, Hurst. Loans and no free transfers. That'll probably work, Toby. That'll probably work. Let's move you ball with a midfielder on support. Win the ball a bit higher up again. I've moved Bilic to a trequartista as well, rather than a central midfielder on attack, or an AMC on attack. Bilic's corner. Floor in. Lukacs overhead kick. It's gone to Vasilas. I've never seen an overhead kick assist before. That's quite good, isn't it? Fair play for Lukacs going, I've got it. I haven't really. And Vasilas managing to put it in. That'll do. Has he got 2 assists yet? I think it's still only gone down as 1. Huge deflection with the overhead kick. Yeah, absolutely. And as well, I think the shot takes a deflection on the way in as well, but he'll be happy with it. He definitely meant it. Definitely 100% meant it. There was no way he was trying to score. He's a right back. Why would he try an overhead kick? Oh, Bilic gives the ball away again. Briannas, loads of space. Have a go. Lukacs, Tungara, Dimitro, Paddy Hurst. Oh, look how high the defenders are. All of them in the opposition half. Lukacs loses out. Got to get himself back in position now, hasn't he? Doesn't need to. Tungara intercepts. Briannas. Vasilas. Cleared. I mean, somehow Bilic has had three key passes, 1 clear-cut chance. But he's also not adding anything else to us. Getting ready for them scoring now. We got 6-5s. Montero for Alonso, maybe. Great save. Kevin lashing in from distance there. Is Montero captain? He might be, actually. Right, Piliafas can come off for Mackay. Let's put Orban on for Bilic. Let's bring Montero off. Shall we? No, Montero can stay on. He could have come on for Alonso, maybe. No, we'll keep him out. Keep him out like that. And Stelios go on for Lukacs. That'll do. 2-1-3 changes. It's always a bad idea, isn't it? Doing that many changes. Usually 10 minutes to go. Nearly giving the ball away. Mackay. They're going to equalise, aren't they? They're going to equalise. Told you. Uriarte. It's that player that we looked at as well. We were like, we should have signed him. Told you. Could call it. I mean, it's great. It's a great goal, don't get me wrong. Good ball, good run, great finish. But still. And it's Mugabo with the ball through. Scored one, assists one. Yeah, fine, decent. Absolutely decent. Is it another draw tonight? Montero, Lemaire tries to nod it through. It's not great, is it? Oh dear. Oh dear. Two. I mean, still top of the league. Still only lost one game. Still 10 without losing. In fact, it's the first goals we conceded in 4 matches. So that's a positive, right? But I think the actual performance leaves a lot to be desired, and also the consistency as well. This new tactic, not quite firing on all cylinders, and thankfully we've got Bayer Leverkusen next, so that should be a nice little ease you in, you know. I feel like we should play the Bayern game and just end on a defeat, but then also part of me thinks, let's just try and, like, you know, pretend as though there's no major issue at this point. So yeah, Bayer Leverkusen, then Volosh, then Heracles in the cup, then AEK, Legia, PAOK. Yeah, I mean, the result, the matches are going to come thick and fast, aren't they? But it's just all about trying to be ready for it, isn't it? We'll see what we can do. What do we think? Do we go for the Leverkusen game? Let's do it. Let's just put the Leverkusen one on. At least it's done then, isn't it? More issues with Hartje. Fine. Okay, if he wants to get loaned out, fine. Just saw the name Dove Secco. I've not seen that for ages. That's an old school player from ours. So Lagsier's back in. Lukacs is out. None of our strikers are registered, I don't think. That could be a concern. Vaselli. Janio. Yeah, we're struggling for strikers, aren't we? Oh dear. Well, Foxy can play. That's good. Hogginson's out for 4 days. Do we put him in? Do we put him in and expect him to get injured straight away? We can put Mackay in. There you go, let's do that. I suppose Martinez as well could play. So, okay, we actually do have some strikers. Just didn't think we did. Let's take Paddy out for Volk. Come on then, here we go. This is us then. Bayer Leverkusen. As you say, get it over and done with. No expectation. Plus we get to hear the Europa League music as well tonight, which will be good, isn't it? We've already heard it a couple of times, so let's hear it again. No expectations. Just how we like it. Just how we like it. Even Gatuna over on YouTube there. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Low-key better anthem than the Champions League. Oh, 100%. It goes on a playlist, doesn't it? Of bangers. Don't need highlights in this match either. I'm happy for there to be no highlights, and we can just play it through, being like, yeah, all right, 0-0 was fine. 0-0 was good. Volk's back, which is an extra bit of, solidity in defence. Alonso's back, which is good. Lagzier's back, who should theoretically offer a bit more attacking prowess, but at the minute, not so much. Intercepted is Briannas. Inside, Foxy. That's a massive chance, isn't it? You need to at least work the goalkeeper. When there's not many chances, and you see some key moments, it hasn't even counted as a potential scoring chance. That's worrying. Foxy wins it back. Briannas. Bilic. Briannas. Foxy. Oh, that's better. Keeper makes the save there, but he's got to score that one. Crossed in. Mazzelli clears. Right, so they're playing from the back. Should we press their back line then, try and force mistakes? Briannas gives it away. Lagzia. Bilic. Oh, there we go. Let's not do anything. Let's just leave it as it is. What a strike. Lagzia. Bilic. Loads of space. That's a man who wants his 70 grand a week contract, isn't it? Worm burner. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kenny's aggressive. That's what we like. You keep doing you, Kenny. If you have to bring Paddy on we will do, who's also aggressive. Or Janino, who's less aggressive. I should maybe move Tungar out of defence. Mackay, Briannas. It's dropped for Lagia. Oh! Oof, that was close. Volk, Mackay. Back to Mazzelli. Build up from the back, shall we? Dimitro. Montero. Nice little back heel. Volk. Finds Mackay. Oh, what a strike. Disallowed? What for? Oh, come off it. Honestly, the quality of that strike, I say you can ignore a tiny bit of offside. For a strike like that, come on. Referee's having a nightmare by sticking to the rules. Oh, Volk at the back post. I'm concerned that we are technically holding our own here. Lagia's injured. Okay, that's good. That's more concerns. Put Stelios on and then put Janino in midfield. Maybe even put... Oh, Vaselli's not quite a defensive player, is he? What we could do is we could move Tungara up and then put Malice in defence. And Tungara can just be an anchor. 15 minutes? Is that too much? Too much time? I think it is a bit, isn't it? Yeah, I think 15 minutes for two defensive players is a bit too much, and we're only 1-0 up as well. Alonso. Volk. Janino. Briannas. I can move Alonso inside, actually. Put Janino out. That could work. Oh, Foxy's header. Martinez in for a couple of minutes. Stelios over the top. Dimitro's not having a good time, to be honest. 6-5. Canaris. Go on. Dimitro launches it. Actually, where's the cancel button? I don't know if I want to put Canaris on. There, that's a cancel there. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just stick with what we've got so far. Right, now it's time. Briannas is tired. Now we can put defense in. Do that. Defensive midfielder. Uh-oh. Why did he not just take a shot? This is very, very nervous. This is nervous. 95. There's only meant to be 4 minutes. Fucking get in. There we go. Why did we doubt ourselves? Why? Who doubted? Who doubted? Who doubted? Me. I did. I 100% doubted. That was not... That we weren't expecting that as a win. We didn't have that as a win on our little wall planner. So that definitely helps. That was great. Well done. That's the unimportant match over and done with. Yeah, just take it off now. Easy. Into the top 9, into the top 24. Just solidify our place there. Couple more wins and we're fine. Excellent. 3 weeks for Lagsha. Okay, so a reasonable injury. But I don't think I was expecting that. He'd been saved scumming. I think I have, Jebru. This is ridiculous. Like, look. we lost to Anderlecht, we lost to Pauk, and we lost 2-0 to Barcelona. But yeah, we've not been winning, but then we got a win there, so interesting, isn't it? Pre-recorded stream. You know what? Some people will do that. I bet some people do it. It's given me an idea now. It's not a bad shout. maybe we'll do that going forward. Right, speaking of which then, I guess I'd best go off and record some streams. I mean, go to bed. This has been fun. Let's see who's around and we'll work out where we can raid into. Obviously, next one, as you know, is going to be Wednesday. So we can do Wednesday. We can play catch up there. Right, let's go and see Vinster. Vinster's on, so let's go and do that. Right, go and give them some love. You know the drill. Let them know that everything's cool, and yeah, go and say hello to Vinster. We've not seen him before. So take care of yourselves, everyone. We'll see you all on Wednesday. Have a good Tuesday. See you Wednesday. Bye now.
Sheffield Wednesday, and this is how I get treated.
You supported me last game.
Well, I couldn't because I was playing my own game.
Exactly, there we go.
Wow. You're really going to try and put your team over my team when I'm the manager of that team? Nice. No, I thought we were friends, man, and then you've gone and done that to me.
I'm joking, mate. I'm sorry.
No, no.